It's kinda dark out. I do think this fight is the light. This is a rough draft, but fuck it, the timing was right.
And now on to the CBS 3 Health Watch, the placebo effect, when fake medicine works. It's being used for a growing number of conditions.
Health reporter Stephanie Stahl is here to explain how it works. Steph?
This is kind of an interesting one. You know, there are a couple of explanations for this. One is the power of persuasion. If a doctor says you're getting a therapy that works, then patients feel better. And now there's evidence that the placebos can trigger release of brain chemicals that mimic the effects of real drugs and treatments.
Felt fantastic. I never felt better in my life.
Linda Briano has irritable bowel syndrome and signed up to test a new treatment.
So I was all happy about it.
She was shocked when doctors told her she would not be getting real medicine, but a placebo instead.
We said very clear, you don't have to believe in it, just do it. We didn't want people, because it's a kind of crazy idea.
I was so disappointed. I went, a placebo, a sugar pill, are you kidding? You know, that's not going to work.
But it did work. Her symptoms disappeared.
I didn't have to worry about anything. I got my life back.
Well, it just so happens we have a brain. So if we cut off the brain, we cut open the brain and look at the side, we see that there's this area of the brain called the cingulate cortex. And this anterior portion here is called the anterior cingulate cortex. And this is an area that's heavily involved with both the placebo response and also with pain itself, with the experience of pain. There's another area here a little bit deeper called the thalamus that's also involved with the placebo response and pain. This is the relay station of the brain. This is an area that takes incoming signals in from the rest of our body and then sends them off into other parts of the brain to be processed and ultimately generate our experience. We know that the placebo response involves some of these frontal regions of the brain. These are the areas of the brain that are involved with executive functioning and thought and memory that all work to set up these expectations that ultimately modulate our experience of pain in some of these deeper brain regions. So all of these end up working together. These and other regions end up working together to generate both our experience of pain and also are acted upon by that placebo effect. Let me show you the example.
You get what I'm saying? So they done found out. Remember now, even your boy be right up there on 125th Street, black biochemist, Jack Felder. Jack Felder said, hell, what you think they did in Africa? In Africa, when they had colonization in the 1800s and in the early 90s, they would drop every disease that they would create, they would drop it in Africa. And the shit wouldn't even fuck with the Africans until the white men started getting sick and killed them off. Half the colonizers died off for dropping the disease.
So with AIDS now, I noticed with AIDS, they have people boiling out they sick from AIDS, and I'm trying to tell them that is a sham. They got black people because it's all in the mind. Because I know this one guy, he had
the AIDS test.
Right, this one guy, they diagnosed him with the AIDS test that he had AIDS. Somebody said, yo, look, man, go back and get a next test. He had the lesions, everything, and somebody got AIDS. He went back and got a test. They said he ain't had AIDS. In about 2 days, the man got back fat, no lesions, nothing. How you explain that?
Man, it's all, that stuff is all, here go again. They tell you got something, you get sick. You see what I'm saying? And then you go in there and ask for all the damn drugs.
To shut down your melanin.
Shut down your melanin and then you die.
What they call that? The placebo effect? They tell
placebo
you got
effect,
something
and stuff. You know, they can either, it could be worked the other way. They said that they had a thing on TV the other day. They said half the patients last year. They had this shit on NBC News. NBC News the other day. Half the patients last year, the doctors gave them motherfucking placebos. They didn't give them nothing but some pills, some water, some goddamn Pop-Tarts, some sweet tart candy.
But they believe so hard.
And they said until half the patients who got better last year in this country all was placebo.
Damn.
Just by placebo.
Amazing. Just by placebo, just by nothing.
So could you say that's also with them birth control pills? A lot of, because being that they think that the birth control pills will stop the pregnancy, because I know women that take some birth control pills and it don't work.
Guess what though? Right, look. in the ancient world, they had a built-in mechanism in their mind to bring on their period.
Dragging time instantly.
Instantly. That was that was the original birth control. That's what the original period was for.
Oh.
Now, let me bring up something, Bob, because now there's a kind of discrepancy within the conscious community
about the period and the diet and all that. We've been battling that factor now. So we've come to a concession with this.
Is it natural or is it not? You know, I mean,
every damn document I ever got, there was a period. Every shit, all my shit I ever read straight from the ancient Egypt, ancient India, all the stuff that I read. So I didn't go by what a bunch of. And I find it odd that any time there's a fucking argument is mostly being headed up. It's mostly by males talking this shit.
True.
That don't resonate with me. You talking this stuff and it's males, but what I'm talking about me. I'm talking about personally me.
Now, hold
on. I can only go by what I have studied. I'm a fucking researcher too. And everything that I have studied, even as far back as pre-dynastic Hemmitt, where it came from, they call the Smin rites, which is dealing with the menstrual. The calendar is based on the menstrual cycle.
Okay.
Now, the concession was, because we had this debate, it comes up every 4-5 years, but the concession was...
They're saying if they change their diet, the period disappears.
No, it just won't come on as often.
Bullshit! Guess what? I got a goddamn sister-in-law that's a breatharian.
Oh, she turned a breatharian?
Both of her and my brother, they don't eat nothing.
And she still getting her period.
Motherfucker bleeding. And she the best, her and my brother, they the best diet. They transcended the diet shit. They don't eat anything. It's a mystery, because we're trying to find out what these motherfuckers eat, and I ain't been able to find out what them motherfuckers eat in the last 8-9 years.
So they advanced with it.
They advanced with it.
And she still getting her period.
Shit, no goddamn
But
now, this is the concession. This is the concession. This is the concession. What we figured out. They did get a cycle, because everybody get a cycle, including men.
Correct.
They just didn't bleed as long.
That's what I'm saying.
But there was some blood. You only, hell, to eliminate a baby, you only need a trickle.
Right.
Or at least a day.
Yeah.
Once it come on, no more baby.
That's true.
Now, so that's what we came to the conclusion was. That they didn't bleed as long.
Right. But they still bled.